I'm sitting here with a champion. ADIDAS Gauntlet, Dallas, Texas. You put your team on the map. The moment you said, give me the ball, what the hell was happening?
The other team was on the come up. They was coming back, and so I don't even know what happened. All I know is James didn't go for a rebound or something, and then he turned it over or something, and then I just got mad at him. So they were coming back, and we needed the ball. So
now, when I see your game, you're not that much taller than me, but you play above the rim. How you play so big?
Well, playing with my older brother, who is now I think 6'5", and he's like 250. I've always had to like play bigger than I actually am.
Right.
And playing with the Rebels when I first joined, I was like the third tallest dude on the team. So that also helped me kind of learn how to play bigger than I actually am. And I've always been able to jump too. So
I think you crazy.
Why?
That dunk you tried to do. Bring me to that play, man. Hey, the camera is going kind of slow. It's kind of like, oh, we just going, and then you just do that shit.
I wasn't really thinking when I jumped. I kind of just went past the dude, and my immediate thought was like, all right, I got to go score, because why not? And then I kind of just took the hop step and jumped, and I was up there, so I was like, oh, I'm finna punch it on his head.
Right.
I threw it a little too hard and came off the back rib.
Like when I see you around, you kind of subtle. That's what I see. But when you're on the court, you got fire.
I think it's because I'm more confident on the court than I am off, and that's kind of just how it's always been. You know, I grew up going to like all white schools, and that's kind of where like I stood out from everybody. Was my basketball talent, and so I think I grew the most on the court.
So you actually find yourself in basketball.
Yeah.
Kind of the same way how Beyonce talks about doing concerts.
Sure.
Now bring me to that experience. Like,
I wouldn't say I'm a different person like Beyonce says.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like I've always needed to be the person that is able to, you know, bring the team up if they're down, or lead the team when they're up, or something like that. Just be the leader on the court. And my dad's always told me that that's what stands out. That what makes you stand out for college coaches and just people in general, is who's leading the team when bad things are happening, who's leading the team when good things are happening.
So your dad has been training you on how to deal with adversity.
Yes. I mean, he's always on my ass about just homework and getting in the gym and working out more and not having girls in my life and things like that. But I mean, there are definitely advantages to it. He's definitely been a role model in my life to look up to, because I know a lot of people don't have that in their life. And so he's been able to teach me and guide me to where I want to be and where I need to be in order to find myself in basketball, like you said earlier.
Where are you from? Where you grew up at?
I grew up in Marin City, which is in Marin, kind of weird, like circle pocket thing in California, where it's probably 90% white, and so I grew up with white people all the time, and so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of caused me to kind of hide where I'm from and kind of like my family, and so when it's on the court, it's like my chance to express how I grew up and how my family is, like aggressive and just loud and just how they are.
When you hit the road, you hitting the road with the brothers.
Yeah.
From the hood, the Jets. What is it like to hang with these guys?
It's fun. I mean, they're all a bunch of clowns. So, I mean, I don't really change very much when I'm around them versus when I'm at school. But I mean, being around them, it allows me to kind of be who I am on the court, off the court, if that makes sense.
Now, what's the difference?
On the court, I would say I'm more like aggressively vocal, where I say what I want and I usually get what I want. Right. Versus off the court, it's like I'll kind of hint to what I want, whereas I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it. Right. So with them, it's kind of like if I want something, I'm gonna say it, because I kind of feel like a leader on the team. Right. So that's kind of where the being around them comes into play. Now,
you obviously have two different group of friends, right? How do you get your white friends to understand your black friends, or the struggle of what black people go through?
At my school, we have really good education, so we have a lot of teachers who have gone to college for like things like this, like trying to understand black culture and things like that. And I think I am kind of like an activist on campus because I'm one of very few black people at school, and so I don't really try to help them understand it, more like try to get them to feel like they should understand it, if that makes sense. Like, instead of hiding from it, just...
So the last couple years, we seen Kaepernick take a knee, blackball. How do you feel about that?
I don't really have a strong stance on it very much. I understand where he's coming from as taking the knee and like silently protesting, I guess, against like racial violence and things. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't stand for the national anthem because of me respecting the president or me respecting the troops. It's more for the respect of the game.
Hold on, you don't stand for the national anthem?
No, I do, but like
Okay.
the reason I stand isn't
Right.
for like white supremacy or whatever anyone might think. It's more for the respect of the game.
Right. Got it. What can I expect from you in the future?
I don't know. I'm working on shooting, I'm working on my hops, working on defense a lot. So,
Hey, and a matter of fact, the big fella was telling me a few years ago you just sprung, you just got hops. Talk about where the
talk
hell-
about Nate.
Yeah.
The big fella. The big fella. All right.
You guys, hey, in this culture, you guys joke around a lot. Talk about that too.
I mean, I think the coaching staff here are just a bunch of big kids, honestly. Like, they joke around with us, they mess around with us. I mean, we're able to talk to them freely, like as if they were just other
Right.
players on the team. So, I mean, it makes it a lot easier to just be yourself.
Now you mentioned coaches, not me. I'm looking at Jerry Showers out the corner of my eye. What does he mean to you? How does he bring out the best in you?
I think he's helped me grow as a leader and kind of find confidence on the court. I mean, I've always been confident, but like a new level of confidence where it's like I'm able to lead my team more effectively, like learning to talk to different players different ways and just being more aggressive on the court, because I used to be pretty passive, like
Right.
pass first guard, and I feel myself, especially in this tournament where I've been going to the basket a lot more and attacking a lot better.
Now, what have you been saying after you be scoring them baskets? You saying something, I can never pick up on what the hell you saying.
It's a lot of in the moment stuff. I tend to forget it after the games because it's just like whatever, it don't really mean anything after. I mean, it's little, just, I don't know, little things to mess with the other team. Like the little kid from today,
Right.
I pushed him out the way, the ref didn't call a foul. I just told him he was a little kid, like he's in 8th grade.
Hilarious.
I don't know. Different things come out.
A parent told me that you were a D1 talent. Are you a D1 talent?
I don't think if you ask any basketball player that question, I don't think they're gonna say no. So I'm not gonna say no. Do I know if I'm a D1 talent? I don't know yet. Only time will tell that. But how I feel about my talents and where I'm going and the trajectory that I have, I think I could go D1.
I apologize for all the questions being serious. But I do want to ask you, I mean, you're a champion. How the hell you feel right now?
Feel ready to go eat. I'm hungry.
Go get you some food, man. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you.
Let's do more.
Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. The government's not. The government's not.